Now to our top story. Cobb County police say a missing dentist has been found safe. It's a story we've been covering since Friday, and one many they're following closely. Thanks so much for joining us for Fox 5 News at 6. I'm Eric Perry. A vendor in Marietta for an event at a town center mall says he spotted her after seeing the missing person's flyer and then called 911. Fox 5's Kim Luffler talked with the man this afternoon. She's live there with more. Kim, walk us through the story. So many questions here.
Yeah, the man I spoke to said he had Dr. Melanie Nadler as his dentist years ago and saw that she was missing. So when he thought he spotted her at this event here outside of Town Center Mall, he called 911. Now, this is a video you see here that Billy Robertson shared of the moment Cobb County police arrived on scene today across the street from this event. Dr. Nadler has been missing since Tuesday when she didn't show up for work at a family dentistry at Seven Hills. Co-workers contacted police, who did a welfare check at her home. Friends say police found her phone, but there was no sign of her car. Friends say her car was later found abandoned behind a business on Barrett Parkway, in the Town Center Mall area. Now Robertson says he's glad he was in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, even last night before bed, it finally hit me because I was like, oh, she's so familiar looking. And it finally hit me right before bed. And I was like, that was my dentist a few years back. It was just a, 1 in a million shot, I guess. I'm good at recognizing faces and right place, right time. I don't know. The story was sticking with me anyway. Maybe it was meant to be.
Now, Cobb County police say Dr. Nadler was not in any danger, and there is no indication of foul play. They also say, out of respect for her privacy, they will not be releasing any additional information at this time. Live this afternoon in Cobb County, Kim Luffler, Fox 5 News.
Yeah, something to this story just makes you squint, Kim, but thanks so much. Now to a news alert out of Henry County. Henry County police need your help finding a teenager who went missing overnight. 15-year-old Hannah Ewings was last seen leaving her home on Edgar Street in the Hampton area around midnight. She was wearing a white t-shirt with Christmas print shorts. Anyone who might know where she is, you're urged to call Henry County Police. Let's take you to South Fulton, where 4 children, all between the ages of 11 months and 9 years old, who were, police say, kidnapped by their own mother, are safe. Police found them with the woman at the Greyhound bus station in Atlanta. She was taken into custody. Officers say she took the children during a supervised visit. She faces 4 counts of kidnapping. Those kids are back in the care of Georgia Division of Human and Child Services. Atlanta police are investigating after they say a man was shot and killed in southwest Atlanta overnight. Officers responded just after 10 to an area near the neighborhood market. That's on Allison Court, not too far from Delow Drive. When they got there, they found a 33-year-old man with gunshot wounds. Medics did pronounce him dead there at the scene. Homicide investigators are working to determine just what led up to that shooting. Another shooting to tell you about, this one in downtown Atlanta, where police say they got the call around 3:30 this morning. Officers found a person who had been shot across from the Cortland Grand Hotel. It's on Cortland Street. They say a 20-year-old woman had been shot but was alert. Medics did rush her to the hospital for treatment. Police say the victim was not the intended target.
Officer, I'm member of the media.
All right, so you may remember this scene of federal immigration agents detaining journalist Mario Guevara at an anti-immigration raid protest. This was in DeKalb County back in June. Guevara, who is from El Salvador, had been working here in the U.S. on a work visa. Well, the moment sparked national outcry from advocates for his immediate release. Well, it's now been more than 2 weeks since the Trump administration deported him to his home country of El Salvador. A judge did reject his request for a stay, citing that he did not file the proper immigration paperwork. Today, he talked only with Fox 5. He also says that the deportation has torn his family apart, and his immediate family members are still here in Georgia. Annie Mapp has the latest on this story. Walk us through it, Annie.
Eric, as you said, it has now been 2 weeks since journalist Mario Guevara was deported back to his home country of El Salvador. He had been here in the U.S. on a work visa, but was detained while covering an anti-ICE protest back in June. Now he tells us that this has caused heartbreak as his immediate family members are here in Georgia. Now Guevara believes it's unfair, as he says not only was he here with the work visa, but he also had a pathway to citizenship through his son, who is a U.S. citizen. His arrest by Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents was captured on video as the journalist was live streaming the event. Although he was granted bond in July, ICE challenged his release to the Board of Immigration Appeals and asked that his bond be put on hold to allow the case be reviewed. Now, Guevara's attorneys tried to fight that request, but ultimately the board sided with the government, and he was sent back to El Salvador on October 3rd.
It's hard because my family is there. My kids don't want to come to El Salvador to live here. They only want to come as a visit, as a tourist. And it's hard for me because, you know, they have a life there. I don't want to destroy their life for my family one more time.
And Guevara was held at an ICE detention facility here in Georgia for over 100 days before he was deported. Again, he tells us although he is upset, he is planning to restart this new chapter in El Salvador and will be working for a local news outlet there. For now, reporting live in Atlanta, Annie Mapp, Fox 5 News.
Well, President Trump is seemingly responding to the nationwide No Kings protest this weekend. The president posted a video of AI on his Truth Social platform last night. It shows him dressed as a fighter pilot wearing a crown on his head while dropping brown mud on the heads of protesters in New York. Thousands of people spent Saturday at demonstrations across the country, speaking out against the Trump administration on a wide variety of issues from immigration to health care. This all happening as the government shutdown enters yet another week. Both Republicans and Democrats remain divided. Today is day 19, and 1.4 million Georgians are at risk of losing their food stamps next month if it drags on. The Agriculture Department announcing that it will not fund SNAP food program benefits in November as the GOP is trying to pressure Democrats into a deal. But Democrats want the administration to address expiring health care subsidies in a new funding bill.